Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will be making chicken biryani and the secret recipe is here. So I have just listed down all the ingredient list. So do not forget to check that out and let's get started. So I'm using half a kg of chicken for 2 people, and depending on how many people you are going to dine with, you can just increase the weight. I'm using some jeera powder and some turmeric powder here, along with some degi mirch and tikkha lal. Of course, the measurement of all the powders and masalas will be listed down, so do check that. I'm also using 2 spoons of coriander powder here. I'm also using a teaspoon of black pepper powder. This totally is optional, but I used to I like to use it, and some ginger garlic paste here. So some people put the pudina pattas leaves, and I'm not comfortable using the leaves here, so I just make chutney and I make it I put it here. And I'm using some curd and salt and to bind it, and yes, I will be just marinating it for 1 to 2 hours after mixing it well. So this marination has to be kept in the fridge for minimum 1 hour. I have kept it specifically for 2 hours, and it is a choice depending on how much you want to marinate it. And the entire process of making the chicken biryani will be of 1 to 1.5 hours. So yeah, please make a note of it. So right now I have just started boiling some water with a spoon of ghee and some khada garam masala. And then once the water starts boiling, I will be putting the basmati rice into it in the boiling water so that I can prepare the rice. So once the rice has been put inside, of course you have to allow it for 5 to 10 minutes on a boiling water to cook. And in the meantime, when the rice is getting cooked, I will do other things, which is frying the onions. And I've used 2 onions to fry till it turns out dark brown. I'm also preparing other stuff, that is tomato puree and making some kesar mixed with milk. And yeah, so this is how the rice looks, and once half cooked. So you have to make it only half cooked. You should not be boiling it to so ideally it's a 70% cooked, and the 30% will cook in the biryani preparation. Let's remove the marinated chicken, and now we will start the cooking process. So just remember, the fried onions has to be mixed at the later stage, not when doing the marination in the initial stage. A lot of people do it when they are marinating it first, but I just like to do it later before putting it in the pan. Put the chicken inside the pan, and I will cook it for minimum 30 to 45 minutes, and half kg is the quantity, so that will be sufficient time for cooking. Definitely it depends on the quantity of the chicken, but for this particular preparation, because it's just half kg, it will take me 45 minutes to cook it proper before I start putting the rice and start binding it. So if you see, the chicken has started releasing its oil, and now we'll start putting the puree so that the oil and the puree gets mixed well. And yes, we will have to give another 5 to 10 minutes for it to cook together before do the further process. So the chicken is little cooked now, and it will take another 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes it will turn like this, and the texture has really come beautiful. You look at the color and the texture of the chicken, you can definitely see it. I've just zoomed it. And now we will require some ghee and kesar milk, and some additional brown onions, all this to just start making the exact process. So what I've done is that I've just removed some chicken and some gravy in the other side so that I can just start the layers. So here we go and start layering it up. So I've just used some boiled eggs also while preparing this dish. So yes, this is an optional, and it totally is an optional part. You can also use some potatoes, people who like potatoes, but I simply ignore potatoes in my biryani. After that, I have just covered it, or maybe you can call layered it with second layer of rice. And in the second layer of, and this is my final layer, so I'm just making 2 layers of rice here. And I have just put some desi ghee, pure ghee. It's recommended for good aroma. And then yes, for color we have used some saffron milk, and I've sprinkled some brown onion on the top. I'm also using some chicken masala powder, any chicken masala powder will do, and put it on the top. And yes, I will be just using half a lime, and maybe a half a spoon of lime juice if you have a juice available with you, and then just put it inside, and yes, just cover the lid. So the entire process is on the medium to low or medium gas. You should not be putting into the high and making it, because it is going to affect the cooking process. In the meantime, while the cooking is getting done for 10 minutes, I am just preparing my coal, and I've just made a little bit of space inside the biryani, and I've just kept my coal and put 1 spoon of ghee, and immediately I'm going to cover this. This basically smoke out, and it will just give good aroma in the biryani. And the lid has been kept for 10 minutes, and after that I've removed it, and I've just turned off the gas, and you can look at the color and the texture of biryani. It is fully cooked now. The rice is cooked, the chicken is cooked, the texture is nice, and I am just waiting to just eat this now, and it really looks delicious. So this is how the final look of the biryani comes out with. And yes, you can have it with raita and maybe salad, or maybe some only curd. So thank you so much guys for watching my channel, and keep supporting my channel. Thank you so much.